Good morning, crew! Welcome to another week of work in the Wild West. As always, please remember this week that you have certain priorities. That is math, that is reading, that is math and reading iReady, that is writing. Everything else is supplementary and it's helpful, and we would like you to do it so that you're ready to go next year, but not as important as reading and writing in iReady. Okay, so with that said, let's start looking at our classwork for the week. Seventh grade, let's get started with our math worksheets and not worksheets and work. So you need to do your 45 minutes of iReady, of course, as well as math instruction pages 208 to 213 and 216 to 219. And then your practice pages are pages 223 to 228 and 231 to 234. That info is in the email and it is in your Google Classroom, as well as all the resources. Mr. Edric works really hard to make sure you've got all of the pages with videos that can help you out. And Miss Fouts, of course, has her Google Meets to help you. Yours for 7th grade are from 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday. For ELA, you have your book hangout with Miss Harris on Tuesday from 11:30 to 2:30, and she'll be reading to you. So please head out there. She'd love to see you. I'd love to know that you're there. And make sure you're doing your 45 minutes of math iReady every single week. And make sure you actually do it. Don't just sit around and be a punk. Actually do your iReady. Also, make sure you're reading 45 minutes per day in a book of your choice. Reading is the best thing you can do to improve your reading and your writing. And speaking of which, your writing assignment this week is also vocabulary based. You're going to have a list of 10 words, but this week you have options. You can either create a story using 5 of the words like you've been doing, or you can write them into sentences. Write 10 of them into the sentences, good sentences that explain what the word means. For science, your lesson topic this week is genetic variation. Ooh, so you're going to talk about how different types of reproduction have an effect on their genetic variation. Oh my goodness, that would have been great with the art project I just gave 6th grade. Okay, well, that's really interesting. So find the information in your Google Classroom and answer the questions there. For social studies, your new project is to create a journal. You're going to pretend that you're a grandparent and your grandchildren are asking you what it was like in the coronavirus pandemic of 2020. So you're going to answer them questions. And Mr. Stanley has a list of questions in the email and in the Google Classroom that are things like, what did your day-to-day activities look like? How did you handle it? What surprised you? What amazing things did Ms. Hendricks do? All sorts of things like that for you to put into your project. For PE, you have just keep doing what you're doing, keep exercising every day, make sure you're healthy, make sure you're making good choices. And additionally, on Wednesdays, Mr. Sterland has 2 live sessions you can attend. One is yoga from 12 to 12:25 on Wednesdays. One is cardio from 12:30 to 1. So if you want, you can go to both and get a full 60 minutes in. That'd be great. Mr. Sterling would love to see you there on Wednesdays. Now for art. For art, you are going to begin your landscape project. Now, this is, I know last week you practiced landscape. This week, it's a little bit more in the ballpark for you. So I want you to go outside and find a view outside and draw the landscape. Make sure you've got a foreground, a middle ground, and a background and sketch it out. Don't worry about color or shading because you're going to put that in next week. So this week, just draw it out. Make sure that the visible details are the most in the stuff in the foreground. As you noticed, that's what you can see. And for STEM or CCR, you are going to this one's really interesting. You're going to use a list of interview questions that are going to be found in the Google Classroom, and you are going to interview your parent or guardian or whoever you're with as if they were applying for a job. And I want you to notice how they answer those questions. This is a really cool way for you to see what an interview is like. Great opportunity. And we have discovery again this week. This one sounds really fun. You're going to create an obstacle course for you and your family in your yard. Time each member of your family. Who was fastest? Who was slowest? Did you notice improvements with practice? So, if you have younger siblings, remember everybody in the school gets this same discovery. So, you guys work together and make something really cool. It sounds really fun. If you don't have a yard, I don't have a yard. So if you don't have a yard, bring a couple of things with you to a park or a nearby grassy area and just be creative. The element of having to bring it with you is going to make things different. Maybe use each other as obstacle courses. You have to jump over your sister or something like that. And lastly, crew. We have crew every day, Tuesday through Friday. We are going to do our greetings, readings, initiative, and pack challenges. So please come if you can. I look forward to seeing you all. And I will see you tomorrow morning in crew. Bye bye.